been another week.
It has.
We did callbacks.
Yeah. Eliza at Callbacks.
Hi.
There's a camera. There's
Hey
Steve. And we are just waiting for our next audition. I'm not going to show anybody's callbacks, obviously. Nope. That's like a safe space.
Yeah.
I think for people to audition, come and try things, know that that's not public information.
But it was super cool to like get to meet some of the people that we've been doing virtual auditions with. Some of these people had very different reads in the room than they did in virtual, and that's like really interesting.
It's so important to actually meet people in a room.
Yeah.
Like if you're going to be doing a project like this, you need to see how they handle a room with other people, a camera in it, and that kind of like pressure. There's pressure on a film set. You need to be able to go to a strange space and perform straight up.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. That's acting. And so that's part of what auditions are for, to see if you can handle like performing under pressure.
We set it up as much as we possibly could so that people were auditioning against other actors for various parts and rotating out, and that created a lot of really interesting dynamics
yeah,
as well.
Things that we wouldn't have kind of thought of. Anyway, we met a lot of great people.
Yeah, let's do a shout out to the theater because they were so great.
Otherworld Theater, North Clark Street in Chicago.
There was another set of auditions going on at the same time, so like if we would go out to check to see if somebody was like there for our auditions, they'd be like, Space Cats? And we'd be like, no.
Yeah, and we've got like 5 of the principals cast now.
And the cast is what, 13?
It's like 15 speaking parts.
Yeah.
Monday, I was burnt out and I needed to sit on the couch and watch a movie.
Yeah.
Which we did.
What did we watch?
We watched Fire Island.
Fire Island. It was so fun.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. We've seen a lot of Pride and Prejudices, and that was a new take. It was good to sit on the couch for a night and just watch a movie instead of try to make a movie. Tuesday night, I went back to Christoph's and I sat down with Steve and Stevie. Stevie was originally the person that I wanted to do the haunt makeup in the movie. And she thought she was gonna be too busy. Her and Steve are getting married. Congratulations. That's coming up at the end of this year. So like, she juggled a lot. And now she thinks she probably can do the haunt makeup in the movie, which I'm so excited about. I based quite a few of the makeups in the script on things I've seen her do at the haunt before. I'm just really so excited she can do it. But we sat down in like the kids' party room in the arcade and talked about every day of the schedule. If there were any conflicts, anything this or that. I found out a few things weren't gonna work for the haunt, like as haunt operations started to rev up toward October. We shifted a couple of days. Wednesday night was the night that we reviewed all the callbacks. We spent the whole night watching tape, watching people's initial auditions, kind of balancing them against
talking about the various roles that people might fit well into, regardless of whether or not it was the role that we originally had in mind. If this, then this. If this, then this. Like, just, it was a... Yeah.
I have another virtual to show you tonight, actually, after we do this.
Cool.
Before I edit this.
Yes.
Thursday, redid the schedule. I wanted to see if anything else could shift because those days shifted. Turned out we were just taking what was a Saturday, Sunday shoot and moving it to a Sunday, Monday shoot. Nothing else made sense to shift at that point, so I left it alone. But I did go through and mark how many crew for each day, how many cast for each day, because you have been...
I've been starting to work on catering and food services.
So we just need to know how many heads each day. Soon we can start asking people dietary things.
Restrictions, which will help me know what to focus on each night.
Absolutely. And we can start getting those things in place because it's a huge budget line item. Friday, I started the process of reaching out to the huge location is the Haunt. The Haunt is attached to a family fun entertainment center, as we saw in last week's update. There's a mini golf, there's a bowling alley, it's just such a cool space. It's super fun. But there's also a motel in the movie. So I started going through and looking for motels that matched my mind's eye and as close as possible to our main location. I also have to write an email to our backup SFX makeup. I should do that tonight and just let her know what dates I'm thinking of so she can see if it's even a possibility for her.
For sure.
That's this week. The people that we have cast, I want to still send out their schedules tonight. Assistant director Tommy Martin grabbed everybody's character and made up like an individual schedule, just like what days they are appearing and what scenes we're shooting on those days. I had that master list. He assigned it to each character.
Amazing.
Yes. amazing. It's so amazing to have him being a part of this project. So I gotta take those, send those out, and just so that people can start locking off those days or letting us know, oh yeah, actually I can't do this. Better hire someone else. These are the things.
Yeah. We'll see you in a week.
Bye.